if there's a judgment call in the NBA, and we're all arguing about it, judgment call, and then you go to replay, and it's still a judgment call, then replay can't be used to overturn something. Technology is great when it gives us a definitive answer. I'm watching this play with LeBron pre-replay, and I'm arguing about it. Could go either way. And the NBA decides, let's go to a replay, and I still can't figure out what it is. That's why the NFL doesn't use replay on holding. They don't use replay on pass interference because it's a judgment call pre and post technology. Come on now, man. Even the refs last night, the refs on the floor, disagreed with longtime respected NBA ref Steve Javie. Okay, if replay, like your glasses, can't give you the absolute definitive truth, the glasses are useless. The replay shouldn't be used. That's the game right there. We're talking about J.R. Smith. That's the game. Because if the refs don't overturn a judgment call, which Steve Javie disagrees with the other refs, the Cavs are up by 2, 35 seconds left, LeBron's ball, they can close the game out. We don't have an overtime. We don't have a J.R. Smith controversy. Good God, that's a go-either-way call. Pre and post replay. By the way, the fact that you disagree with me is proving it. Because a judgment is when you and I are disagreeing. Definitive is, oh yeah, that was out of bounds. You know, the refs can look at a guy's foot and go, okay, that's a 2, not a 3. That's definitive, right? The sneaker's over the line. The sneaker's touching the line. But the fact that half my audience this morning, you're disagreeing on if that was a block or a charge, proves that it is a judgment call. And again, if you're trying to put me, let's say you think I rob a bank. That guy in that blue sweater, that guy robbed a bank, but your evidence is kind of fuzzy. And then you go, hey, we got a security camera. And in the security camera, oh, that's kind of fuzzy too. I'm not going to jail. Can't throw me in if the evidence is fuzzy and then the technology is fuzzy. This series was supposed to be about number 23 LeBron and number 35 Durant. And you know what game 1 was about? This picture. Number 41 ref on the left and number 25 ref on the right. Forget the fact there's no way in hell the NBA refs would have reversed a Michael Jordan call at the end of a game. Forget that. Forget the fact that they took one away from LeBron. I watched MJ for 20 years. And I never say him got a call taken away from him in a finals game. I mean, forget that part. Joy Taylor is joining me. It is absolutely great on a Friday to have you in.
Thanks, Colin. My glasses are not useless, and I saw an abysmal job by the refs last night.
Bad.
Not just that call. It was overall very insane.
Can I go to my second thing?
Yes.
Love having you in today. You know who's really, really happy about that J.R. Smith blunder? I know somebody's really happy. Well, calling the Warriors. No. Not just the Warriors. You know who's really happy about that bonehead play by J.R. Smith? Kevin Durant. Let me read you the guy you think is better than LeBron. Let me read you his fourth quarter. 0 for 4. 3 points. 2 on a free throw and an overturn call. He let J.R. Smith, with 4.5 seconds left, 6 inches shorter, jump over him and snag a rebound. Kevin Durant didn't take a shot in overtime. When Kevin Durant was guarding LeBron James, LeBron was 10 for 15. Kevin Durant, again in a fourth quarter, stunk the joint up. And nobody's talking about it. This morning, all we're talking about is that blunder by J.R. Smith. And Kevin Durant's the luckiest guy in the world. Hell, you're saying LeBron wasn't good in the overtime. Kevin Durant didn't take a shot in the overtime. Kevin Durant was invisible in the fourth quarter. This is what's amazing about Kevin Durant. The gap between 1 and 2 is amazing. Kevin Durant got the Western Conference Finals MVP. You know, the most memorable thing about Kevin Durant in the Western Conference Finals was a story. And Durant didn't even tell it. Steve Kerr did. The biggest moment in the Western Conference Finals for Kevin Durant was that. That was the memorable moment. Steph had 3 moments where he made it rain and changed the series. Klay Thompson changed Game 6. Chris Paul dominated the first 5. And Durant won the MVP. Kevin Durant's probably going to win the MVP of these finals because he fills up a box score like nobody else. But he was missing in action for most of the fourth quarters in the Western Conference Finals. Crickets, not a word. Last night, overtime, fourth quarter, he was invisible. And you're telling me you want to talk about LeBron James on one pass to George Hill? Good God. I said this last week. There's the Grand Canyon, and you don't even have a second canyon in the United States. LeBron's the Grand Canyon. Whatever the second biggest canyon is in America, that's Durant. We're all talking about J.R. Smith. And we're not talking about an abysmal late game, last hour of real time for Kevin Durant. For the record, I've been speculating. It's part of my job. I think it's fun. Where's LeBron going to go? Let me tell you something. I'm going to get into that J.R. Smith thing. But let me tell you what happened last night. Within the last hour, that boneheaded play by J.R. Smith. The Sixers, the Spurs, the Lakers, and the Rockets were on their phones texting LeBron James. Because recruiting's about 2 things. It's about showing love. We love you, LeBron. You look great in a Sixers jersey. We love you with LeBron. You look great in a Houston Rockets jersey. The other thing about recruiting is kind of sniping at your current environment. Let me just tell you something. Chris Paul was on his phone last night texting LeBron, hey, I knew what the score was. Yeah, JR, cuckoo, I knew what the score was. That's what Chris Paul was texting LeBron last night. That's called recruiting. And Greg Popovich was also recruiting and texting LeBron last night. Popovich was saying, hey, I'd have called a timeout. I'm not going to mention any names, but I would have called a timeout. And Brian Colangelo, the general manager of the Philadelphia 76ers, was also texting or tweeting LeBron James last night. Well, on one of his burner accounts. Hey, LeBron, the Sixers always know the score. I hear their GM's a great guy from Phila 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Recruiting is showing love and providing examples of weakness. Sixers, Lakers, Rockets, Pop and the Spurs were all tweeting and texting at the King last night. Coming up next, we have seen something in the last 48 hours that is wow. I told you yesterday, LeBron laid the groundwork for leaving with the key number being 3. He added 3 more to that 3 last night. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.